Happy Friday. It's that time again. It's time for another 5 Things Friday. This week I am outside at the gorgeous patio at Aqua in Ashland, Oregon. I can hear the gushing creek behind me, and I'm going to share with you 5 different book formats from a publishing perspective, as well as how and when I like to read books in different forms. Stay tuned. I hope you're enjoying this Friday here in Ashland. It's the last day of school, so I am gearing up for my summer reading. I have a stack this big and I can't wait to get started. I thought today it would be fun to walk you through 5 different publishing formats, as well as talk about when and how I like to read books in their very different forms. So let's get right to it. I'm going to take you through 5 ways that the SLOAN KRAUSE mystery series has been published. These books, if you're not familiar with them, are set in Leavenworth, Washington, and feature a craft brewer, Sloan KRAUSE, who is an incredibly talented craft brewer, as well as she might have a habit of stumbling upon murder sometimes. I don't know, you'll have to read them and see. Okay, format number 1 is none other than hardcover. Death on Tap released in hardcover a few years ago. When books are released in hardcover, from a publishing perspective, they tend to have obviously a higher price point just because, you know, it's a very solid and more expensive book to print. I know sometimes as readers, it's hard to buy a book at this price point, and I completely understand that. But in the publishing world, any guesses who buys hardcovers? Aside from readers, I won't leave you hanging. It's libraries. Libraries buy many, many hardcovers because they stand the test of time. They hold up on bookshelves. That's great as an author because it introduces my work to lots of readers who might not otherwise find it. As a reader, I tend to buy hardcovers of my favorite authors because I want a solid book on the shelf. I also know that these get passed around. This particular copy of Death on Tap has been passed on to 2 or 3 friends, and it's still in great condition. The spine is in good shape, it's great, it holds up. I like to read hardcovers basically anywhere. This summer you can find me reading a hardcover on a deck like this, or in my hammock, in the wintertime in front of a cozy fireplace. The only spot I don't usually like to read hardcovers is in my bed, because I don't know about you, but I tend to fall asleep when I'm reading, and hardcovers do a lot of that. It hurts. Number 2, audio. Are you a fan of audiobooks? Audiobooks usually release right around the same time as the hardcover. These are great options for car rides. It's that time of year, we're heading into summer, and it's road trip season. And for me, nothing makes the miles go faster than popping in an audiobook and getting swept into a different world. I'd love to hear how else you listen to audiobooks. Maybe during a commute, does an audiobook save you from horrendous traffic? Or perhaps when you're working out, that jog goes by quite a bit faster if you've at least got some other distraction in your head, right? Number 3, ebooks. Okay, digital readers, are you with me on this? Ebooks are so easy because they're accessible 24/7. And, you can just easily swipe and find your way through the pages of a book. What I enjoy about ebooks and how I tend to read them is when I'm traveling. I don't know if you've had this experience, but have you ever started a series and you're halfway through a book, and then you're traveling somewhere where maybe there's just one little tiny independent bookstore that doesn't have a lot of stock, or maybe it's even, international travel and they don't have your book? Well, the beauty of an ebook is that you can immediately, after you finish book 1, click a button and right at your fingertips, there's book number 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever. You can read them on phones, on tablets, on e-readers. They're so versatile, and they are my go-to format for travel. Number 4, mass market paperback. Okay, first of all, I love this format because they're so easy and portable. What happens in the world of publishing is that the hardcover releases first, typically a year in advance of the mass market paperback, sometimes 6 to 9 months. And then the mass market paperback releases. Mass market paperbacks then can introduce like a whole new group of readers to my writing because they are more readily available. You can find mass market paperbacks in grocery stores and of bookstores of all sizes. I read mass market paperbacks when I'm waiting. Are there other parents out there who play the waiting game like me? I tend to tuck my mass markets into my purse so I have one with me wherever I'm going. Spend a lot of time waiting at after school pickup and for practices and doctor's appointments. You catch my drift. A mass market is great for that. It's also just great beach reading. The one thing that makes me crazy about mass markets is when readers bend the spine. I've had so many friends who've borrowed books and then I get them back all dog-eared and with cracked spines. Is that just me, or are you with me on that? Honestly, I don't really care. You can do whatever you want with your own books, but I like mine to be nice and tidy. One insider tip in terms of publishing is when the mass market releases, the hardcovers tend to go on sale. So the second book in this series, The Pint of No Return, is about to release in mass market paperback in just a few weeks, and the hardcover of The Pint of No Return is on sale now. So if you want a hardcover copy, this is a great time to grab one. Number 5, foreign editions. This is something that is entirely new to me as a writer, and if you follow me on social media, you may have seen me squealing with delight and losing my mind over this adorable version of Death on Tap in Japanese. As a writer, it's an amazing experience to have my words translated into a foreign language and to know that this adorable little version of my book is floating around halfway across the world from me. It's really incredible, and if nothing else, I want to learn Japanese now just so I can actually read this book and see how SLOAN translates in Japan. I mean, beer in many ways is a universal language, so hopefully readers in Japan will enjoy this little glimpse into the Pacific Northwest. Another incredible experience is just getting to see how different the cover design is. When books are released in other countries, they tend to have completely different covers, and the design is different, and obviously even the format is different. A reader asked me how she could purchase this copy, and my best guess is maybe you have to take a trip to Japan, but that's not all bad, right? So that's my take on 5 different publishing formats. I am very eager to hear from you. What's your favorite way to read a book? Do you love hardcover? Do you like to listen to audiobooks? Or are you getting ready to fly to Japan to stock up on a whole new round of mass markets in Japan? Let me know. Have a fantastic weekend. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notified whenever I share new videos. Happy reading.